Now the next phase comes around the various regulations that you have to take care of. For example, around packing and marking, the packages that are being shipped need to be packed in under certain regulations, need to have certain markings which are required as prescribed by these regulations. You have to follow certain quality control and pre-shipment inspection regulations. There's some quality requirements. There's some pre-shipment inspection which happens at the ports or in the cargo and stations. And you need to also, if there are any excise duty rebates, you can claim those excise duty rebates if they are applicable in your scenario. So you work on the regulations part. The next step is when you get into the shipment mode, where your package is ready to be shipped. In the shipment mode, the first step is to get the custom clearance. The custom department has to allow you and give you clearance to ship. There's various documentations in terms of there's a GR1 form, there's a shipping bill. We'll talk about these documentations in one of the later videos. There's a carting order, which is basically a permission to bring the goods inside the porting area, where you are allowed to bring your goods inside the port through a carting order. Then customs inspection happens at the dock, where they inspect your package that are to be shipped. And then there's a permission to load on ship. Now, we are using the ship word as a colloquial term. It can be any form of transport. So when we call ship, it can be an air transport. So let ship is where you have permission to load your cargo onto the plane if it's by air. There's something called a mate's receipt, which is certifying that the cargo has been loaded on the ship or on the train or on the vehicle, whichever means of transport that you're using. And there are some port trust dues that you need to pay. And then finally is what you get, a bill of landing, which becomes a certification later once your goods land on the destination port, which then starts the proceeding of the next phase of export, which is a payment procedure. So when there's a confirmation through bill of landing that the material has landed and has been received by the importer, then the payment process starts when the exporter's bankers takes payment from the importer's bankers. Now there can be different ways in which this payment can be executed, and we'll talk about these ways in one of the later videos. Thanks for watching this.